Hello, bonjour, ça va? And how are we today? It is Monday, October the 27th, 2025, here in beautiful southwestern Ontario, Canada, by the shores of Lake Huron. It's a gorgeous day out there, blue sky. The leaves are still kind of hanging on a little bit. Orange, red, gold, greens. It's quite beautiful. And most of them, as I'm looking out my big window here, have accumulated all over the lawn, and that's okay with me. Haven't been on for quite a while, I know, but this is October. It's my favorite month. I've been out and about. It's my birthday. A little while ago, I was out enjoying the birthday month. Perfect weather. It's just been wonderful. Lots of support and being taken out and treated and all kinds of neat stuff that I've been enjoying quite a bit. So I'm coming back on here 2 days ago on Saturday, the 25th of October, was our retreat. It was called a release retreat. I did my part. There were a number of facilitators. It was I think it was a start for a lot of people. That's what because I'm kind of asking what's the best way to express this. So that's what I'm getting. It was kind of like a new start, a fresh start, a first for some of us. And others were just kind of tagging along. And I'm hearing singing their song side by side. So there were a lot of spirit-like beings joining us. There was a lot of information that was coming through. There was a lot of destruction that we were seeing too. So we knew how to move through the destructive energy, and we knew how to implement the higher energy light. There was a lot of protection. There were a lot of I'm hearing it as high frequency lights coming in to overlook and overshadow our entire monumental new beginning in our higher light. That's how I'm hearing it. Sometimes we don't know what happened until it's over and done with. And my part to play was an hour and a half where I was reading people, and then we had a 15-20 minute meditation at the end. So I was giving messages to each person, and after that we just kind of got into a nice little high vibe meditative mode, and at the end people came up and asked me questions and I answered them. So there was sound bowls, there was the qigong class, there was yoga, it was a wonderful meal, wonderful environment, and all in all it was a beautiful thing. And I really am looking forward to the next one, which we're already discussing. So now you're all caught up with my October. It's been a wonderful month. I've really, really enjoyed it. There's a lot of other things going on in the collective, though, right? While I was being very individuated this month, very personal this month. New people have come into my life, as what I was hearing from Spirit all along. When you move up a level, a frequency light, or you get to the end of a particular chapter in your life, and there's more forward movement in your life, you begin to release your stress and your strife, and you become a new life. So you change your momentum, you change your spirit light, you change certain aspects of yourself within your hidden darker light. So more of that comes out to the surface. It comes through as future benefits. Let's say we'll call it that. So these new people are starting to arrive in my life. I kind of felt that the retreat was going to be the beginning of this, and that's what I'm hearing to say. So we're all moving through this shift in a different way. Okay? We're going to transmit new wisdom thoughts. We're going to be part of a new plot. It's like a plot twist in the story, in our stories of light. And we're going to give ourselves a higher respite. God bless. We give you peace, love, and light. We are speaking to you from our angelic light. So various ones of us who are doing our job here, our soul purpose mission, the ones we called ourselves to do. It's not like somebody else calls us to do it. We call ourselves to do it. Once we've moved through a certain momentum of the higher light, we get more energy redeposited in our energy field. And that takes us further. So it's higher, lighter, brighter. We're climbing. I'm just doing this with my hand to show an upward movement because it's a spiral curve upward and into our higher light. If we are not processing and reprocessing the damage caused by the lower light, whatever that is, we've talked about this how many years now? The old programming, the old traumas, the old injuries, the old ancestry stuff, all of that. If we are not processing that out and releasing it, like our release retreat was all about, then you're not going to find yourself progressing in your higher light as quickly or as, I keep hearing it as passive aggressively as you thought. I don't know. So we have to quicken the pace, in other words. Like, don't have our own passive-aggressive tendencies hold us back. There's a lot of passion there. There's a lot of energy that can be destroyed back there in the past with the darker past, the darker energy fields. There's a lot to be progressed through. There's a lot to be shucked off, like corn, when you husk the corn. I always hear that term. There's a lot to be reprocessed out and let go and said bye-bye to, bye-bye. We don't want that old way of being. It's detrimental to our health and thus our wealth, our abundance, our creative abilities in the higher light. So as we're moving forward, we feel more prosperous, we feel healthier, we feel happier, we feel more determined, we feel more energetic in our higher light. Life becomes easier, as we've said so many times before. So if you're finding you're not, happy or satisfied with your progression yet, go back within, meditate. Okay, breathe, ask the question, what's holding me back? What keeps pulling me back? Is it another person? Is it another energy? Is it another traumatic experience that you haven't found out yet in your subconscious viewing? And it's a block, it's a tie, it holds you back. What part of you is in resistance? And I'm hearing that's like you always feel like you're in lack. So you pull back. And yes, I know, it's not the easiest to step forward in faith and trust and in the light and just kind of hope that everything turns out all right. But that's how you get there, from here to there. It seems a little daunting at first. But you can do it, or you wouldn't have assigned yourself here in the first place. So you're on assignment by your higher light. It's good to know you're doing this. You're the architect. You're the creator of your own existence. You work in tandem with nature and with light and with source and etc., etc. We're always working in the collective, in collaboration, in cooperation with our higher light. and with others, of course. We're just one drop in the cosmos. That's all we are. And yet we are a significant proportion of this higher light. So there's the three-eye atlas to be, spending time looking at or be concerned about. It's how I'm hearing it. And there's, future war, things on the horizon. There's all kinds of stuff, all kinds of governmental stuff going on. You know the picture. You've been following what's going on the planet and on your world. You're going to know where it's at in this 3D dense humanity base. But now we're getting you to project yourself into outer space, because that's the future alignment of the human race. We're not always in a destiny bubble to keep you restrained here on your planet and on your world. You're destined to be projected off-world, not only with your thoughts, with your movements and your viabilities in your higher light. So this is a recipe for your higher might. We're giving you blessings both day and night. God bless. We give you the peace of the higher light. Okay, so I've had a few messages in there. Again, I've kind of been sequestered for a while, especially in October, because I was just doing fun things for me in a 3D level. But now I know, retreat's done. It's where a lot of my focus was. Now it's forward movement in the higher light. And sure enough, what happened today, just doing stuff around the house before Zumba class. It's Monday, therefore it's Zumba class, so I'm ready to go out as soon as I'm done talking with you to go. My favorite class ever is Zumba. And as I was just doing my stuff, I have the YouTube running in the background, and apparently up popped this video, and it was all about addictions. And I'm sure, I can't even remember how many videos we've done here or there dispersed with a little bit of information about addictions, right? I mean, the topic comes up from time to time here. I had a particular view of addictions. It wasn't a positive one, let's just put it that way. But I was shown, it's an hour-long YouTube video, and I was shown that my viewpoint could be a higher one than what I had. And I listened to that whole hour talk explaining about how addictions were a method of coming back to your higher light. Basically, I'm going to wrap it up succinctly in one sentence. And I'd never thought about that before. I know physically I've gone through a lot, death's doorstep numerous times, came through it. It was very easy for me to help people with their ailments. As a result, I can relate to the physical pain. I can relate to all the different issues with the body. But I never really thought about addictions from a positive point of view until I saw that video today. So I just went, okay, thank you for opening my eyes on this one, because my negative opinion of it has done a flip, has been switched. So I'm being taught, again, a very significant spiritual lesson. So be on the lookout for these revelations of spirit, from your spirit guides, from your higher spirit light. Flashes of insight. It's how they come in. And I'm going, oh, yeah, how could I not see that? So this is your wisdom light turning on. It's like you got the light turned on. You get it. I see it. I understand it. I know it. I've experienced it. I'm part of it. I'm part of the collective. I'm one of those little drops of rays of light here. So I'm going to change my viewpoint, my belief system about addictions now. This can be applied in your life to anything. You could change your religious beliefs. You could change your political beliefs. You could change your whatever belief. We're full of beliefs that we've been brainwashed with, processed through with, whatever, taught since we came out of our mother's womb, right? This is the way to be. Maybe, maybe not. How do we know until we check it all out? So there's lots of other distractions going on out there to keep us away from viewing ourselves. Let's look at Three Eye Atlas, and I'm fascinated. I'm watching it too, okay? And let's look at the news, and let's look at what's happening in the States, and let's look at what's happening in Britain, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let's look at what's happening with the neighbors down the road. What's happening with you inside? Are you shifting? Are you changing? Are you releasing those old programs that are harmful to your health and your wealth? Or are you still just ignoring them, swallowing, shutting the door, putting them under the rug, whatever expression you want to use? You taking care of business, your own personal business, or are you sticking your nose in others, in other people's businesses, in other words? It's not our place to judge others on their path. You don't know what they came in to do. So it's none of your business. Your business is remembering your purpose and following through and doing that. That means waking up every cell in the body. So catch yourself in a lie. So when you're lying to yourself or anybody else, catch yourself. Look at yourself. Why did I just lie about that? I know I'm lying. Why did I do that? Interesting, n'est-ce pas? Figure out why you are so disjointed in spirit, light. Why are you not following your higher self's guidance? Why are you placing so much emphasis on everyone else around you, like it's any of your business? It's not. The higher light takes care of everybody else's business. You don't have to be overseer for them. They have their own individual overseeing mechanism that helps them through their dark of night. It's not like we can't be a shoulder to cry on for people, but we're not here to tell them what to do and how to run their life. That's a hard one, isn't it? Because we're all mirroring each other and, well, you need to do that. You should do that. Why? Maybe you should do that. Maybe you need to do that. Maybe that's about you and not about them. So again, it's okay to take in what's going on around you to a point. Don't let it get to you to cause a disruption in your energetic field of light. Make sure you're not in anxiety or distress. Take it in little pieces here or there that you can handle so you're not emotionally distraught or brought down or your energy levels depleted. Take it all in. Manifest your own dreams and create your own reality. We can do it all. We're masters. Okay, we're masters of our higher light. We can do it all. We can do the individuation as well as the collective field energy processing that we came here to do. So don't limit yourself, and you don't have to be like everybody else. Don't put yourself on the shelf. Yeah. Yeah. So don't hide yourself away. Come out and play. That's my team. We're the fun team. We like to play. And we like to use humor, as you know. So they're going to go now. Okay, so those were our messages. We got a number of messages. And I think that's about it. And I've got to watch the time, make sure I get out and not miss my class. Don't want to do that. So I love you always. Take care of yourselves and others. If you do wish to book an appointment with us, you can go to the website www.healingourenergy.ca and book your appointment there. It's good touching base with you again. I've missed you. It's been a while, but I'm back. All right. Well, we'll chat with you again. Take care. Bye for now.